Good morning, world!
Back on the wall.
What?
Wasn't that what you were gonna name it?
Well, yeah, but that's weird out of context. Like, it would have made sense if they saw the picture and then saw, like, the rock climbing wall and me on it. Like, that would have... That doesn't make sense, just to spout that out.
Wait a minute.
What?
So you're saying they're gonna watch this video before seeing the thumbnail picture of you on the wall?
No, because when they go to click in the video, it'll be a picture of me on the wall, and then at the bottom, the title will be back on the wall. Like, that would have made sense.
Well, what are you gonna do for the thumbnail?
Wait, no, you're right. I'm the one confused. You're right, they would have already seen me on the wall when you had...
I mean, haven't they seen the wall as well as the title already?
Right.
Back on the wall.
I'm tired, I worked today. Anyways, yes, so back on the wall, Matt and I found a rock climbing place nearby our house. We wanted to check it out. We stopped in a little earlier today just to kind of see, and then on my way back home from work, I was like, Matt, you wanna go rock climbing? And he's like, got the biggest smile on his face.
That's because she did that.
Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go check this place out. So you guys are coming with us. This is today's vlog. Hopefully you're interested in it.
You think there's a trash can there?
I don't know.
Should I leave it here?
Alright, I don't know what to do with your trash. I don't see a trash can, so just leave it in here. Alright, let's see what this place is about. Here's our stuff, and here's my bag.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm not very good at bouldering.
Shoes. They look.
You need new pairs. Different. How are you handling it? Like, what is the hardest part?
Of the gym? Just figuring out the route.
Yeah, it's not clearly labeled like the ones in the States.
Well, I don't think that's just Japanese gyms. I just think it's this gym.
No, the other gym I went to is the same. Because he said most of these gyms in Japan are laid out like this, and the one that I went to on Coral Rock is exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a part of some of the Facebook rock climbing gyms, and they're all saying the same thing. Is the hardest part about getting used to Japanese gyms is the way they have everything labeled.
I don't think it's a good idea either. It seems harder.
Well, maybe that's why they're so good. There's a lot of good Japanese rock climbers.
I don't know, it's just you're worried about the route rather than your skill.
Well, I think it's just a matter of getting used to it.
Whoa, yeah, you gotta like look at the route first.
Well, that's, I think, the whole point, though. You gotta study the rocks before you rock climb. In the States, you just get on a rock and then you figure out. But, like, a lot of good rock climbers, though,
Well, you should study the rock.
it kind of forces you to study the rock so you know your route.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think the biggest thing that we're struggling with is the difference in how the routes are laid out. In the States, the routes are based off of the color of the rocks. Here, you have to follow the tape. Before you even get on the wall, like here, you have to study the route and know where your footing's gonna be, which is actually a good skill to have. But in the States, you could be on the rock and then just kind of like as you're on the rock, figure out where you need to be because you can see the colors of the rock as you're climbing. And that was the thing that I noticed because I came to Okinawa back in October and I went to a different gym and that really threw me off. And I remember thinking that when Matt came and tried rock climbing here, I knew that was going to be the hardest barrier both of us would have had to get through. It's just the difference in the style that they do here. But as I'm doing this, I'm recognizing why Japanese climbers are really good at what they do. Because this style, like it forces you to study your routes, study the rock, figure out your technique before you get on the wall. Very different. And then there's that black hold. Yep, I feel like we're so inferior as the rock climbers compared to the people here. Matt's feeling defeated.
Just trying to figure out the routes. I figured out like 3 and I didn't. The rest are all over the place.
Well, it's really amazing because I've been watching them and then they just sit there and they stare at the wall for like a good 5 minutes before they climb. It's a really different style.
Well, I mean, you have to. You don't know where you're going.
Do you see why I was like, I really want to build a rock climbing gym here?
Yeah, I think it could be done a lot better. I think the American way is a lot better.
Well,
I mean, I guess this builds the habit of looking at the wall first.
Well, I mean, you can't deny the skill set of Japanese and Asian climbers, though. Like, they're pretty damn good in competitions. And I think it's because they do bouldering, and I think because they really build up that skill set of, like, really knowing your wall when you climb. I'm not saying I like it, I'm just saying there might be a potential to this, but I'm glad you're seeing why I want to build a rock climbing gym.
If you're first starting, you don't want to be just calculating things.
I'm not
To
shitting.
me, there's not that much organization.
I'm not shitting on this gym. I'm just not used to the style of Japanese bouldering. I don't know, it's a really nice gym. It's very relaxed. But I think we're having a hard time because the style of this climbing and the style of this wall is so different from what we're used to.
You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm good. You can go if that's what you want. Yes, it's right back.
There's a sink washing that.
Yeah, for your hands, but you can't wear your rock climbing shoes over there.
Yeah, I understand.
When I mentioned coming to the rock climbing gym, his face just lit up because he's been wanting to rock climb. But I feel so bad because I knew that he was going to have a hard time with the differences. I think he's really disappointed. Which is why I want to build an American-style rock climbing gym in Okinawa. I told him that, and I think I got him on board, so that's a plus.
I think the American way will be, like if we build it, it'll be a lot nicer for people. Even Japanese, like if you're just starting out, I don't think you want to study routes, you know?
I don't know. I think it makes you a good climber, though. Ultimately, I think it does.
I could see that.
I actually think that if we kept coming, I think it would be easier. But I also think the problem we've been having with rock climbing is we don't have any, because we used to go with like 4 or 5 of our friends.
Yeah.
And we
was
don't
more fun
have
with
that
people.
anymore. It's just the 2 of us.
Yeah. I like if Sean were here, you know, we'd just figure out the routes and then do it. It'd be fun.
Yeah, I think I miss Sean and Michelle and Ariel for our rock climbing buddies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wanted you to enjoy rock climbing. I kind of feeling you might not, though.
It was alright. It was nice to get on the wall again.
Well, think about it. Think about building a gym, because I'm like really considering it. I don't want to just rock climb when we're back in the States visiting. Like, I want to actually continue to rock climb because I miss it a lot. I miss being on the wall. All right. Well, my mom made us dinner, so we're gonna go home. I know this was like a really random rock climbing vlog, and most of you guys probably aren't even interested. But thank you so much for tuning in. I love you so much. We will see you tomorrow, or I will see you tomorrow in tomorrow's vlog. All right. You gonna say goodbye? He's disappointed. Alright, love you.